of the most interesting dynamics to watch in Poland in 2020 is how relations with the EU will develop. We've seen that the domestic shift in Polish politics have echoed as much as home as it has in foreign relations. And this is particularly the case in relations with EU institutions and key member states. The infringements in rule of law and democratic checks and balances that we've seen in Poland has led to worsened relations with EU institutions, legal infringement processes, as well as raised bigger questions about how the EU can defend some of the key values that it's built on. From the Polish perspective, this growing assertiveness against the EU is as much about defending what it sees as necessary and justified reforms as it is about challenging the existing power structures in the EU. The new European Commission was met with cautious optimism in Poland as a means to reset relations and bring an end to ongoing disputes. This hope is likely to have been premature, as we see that rule of law and key principles is going to be high on the EU's agenda also in the next year. The Commission's focus on climate change and green transition is another area of potential tension with coal-reliant and pro-coal Poland. With Poland set to lose one of its closest allies, the UK, in 2020, it will need to fill this void and assert itself on several issues in the EU, including immigration, budget spending, and the EU's foreign policy. Meanwhile, Poland's relative position in EU institutions remains largely unchanged, so it needs to find and build new alliances with the EU skeptics in order to be able to influence the EU's agenda.